Hello, I'm Nick Fernbaugh.
And I'm Leo Martinez-Valerio.
And welcome to Duke News.
Tonight, from 8 to 10 p.m. at the Union Ballroom, Mike Drop Acapella will be hosting Beats on the Bluff. Beats on the Bluff is an acapella invitational concert where acapella groups from the greater Pittsburgh area are invited to perform and showcase their talent to other students with an interest in singing and performing. Groups are judged by members of other groups to give positive feedback to improve their skills. Friends and family are invited to watch and cheer on the singers and enjoy an evening of covers of popular music. For this week's News at the Night Spot, we have 2-for-1 special with 2 Halloween events taking place at the Night Spot for this week. First, Delta Epsilon will be having pumpkin painting from 9 to 10 p.m. on October's 26th. We will also have a bunch of candy and drinks available along with an opportunity to play bingo for a chance to win gift cards. Stop on in for some arts, food, and fun. Next, join OSTEM for a Halloween party on Monday, October 27th from 9 to 10 p.m. They will be hosting 3 contests: costume contest, a mummy wrapping contest, and a cupcake decorating contest. Winners of these contests will take home a prize. Now to Nick for the weather.
Thanks, guys. As we get closer to the end of October, you're going to see things finally starting to cool off a little bit, but this should be a very nice weekend. As Friday, we're going to have a high of 63, and as we get even closer, as we get to enjoy the weekend for both Duquesne football and the Steelers, we're going to get some pretty nice weather. A high of 76 on Saturday, a high of 69 on Sunday, but you will start to see the lows dropping. We're not going to get 60s like you will see on Saturday. That'll probably be one of the last times you see Pittsburgh be in the 60s for a while at night, as we're starting to get to the start of November and things are going to start cooling down. As you're going to see right here on Monday, you're going to see right there a high of 55 and a low of 38. Probably one of the coldest lows we've had in a while. So, I mean, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. I mean, you see on Tuesday and Wednesday, Tuesday a high of 55 and Wednesday a high of 56, both lows of 41, and you're going to even see a chance of rain on Wednesday. So, I mean, you got raincoats, you got your sweatshirts, you got your sweatpants or flannels or your Ugg boots. Anything to help keep you warm. Now might be the time to dust them off and start wearing them, because gone are the days of shorts and cargo shorts and all that stuff, and we're going to have to start bundling up and get a little warm, but start warming up a little bit. But I still think the weather is going to be relatively nice. You're going to see with both Monday and Tuesday right here, a high chance of sunshine, low chance of rain. The weather's going to be really, really, really nice this weekend heading into the week of Halloween. So, yeah, you probably need to bundle up a little bit, but the weather should still be very nice. So if you want to go outside and enjoy it and make the most of fall before you hit the winter time, now is probably the time to do it. So, yeah, out of the way. This has been your weather report. I'm Nick Fernbaugh. Now back to everybody at Duke News.
Urban-rural divide in American politics these days. But do we even know what rural is or what it means? The College of Liberal Arts are hosting a history forum, Demystifying Rural America. Join historian Dr. Stephen Kahn, professor of history at Miami University, from 6 to 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday, October 28th at the Power Center Ballroom. He will unpack the mythologies that cloud our understanding of rural America and offer different ways of thinking about rural places, their past, present, and future. The lecture will begin at 6, followed by a reception.
On Sunday at 6 p.m., there will be a Mass in the Chapel of the Holy Spirit, followed by a shared meal across the street in the School of the Pharmacy Rotunda. Take some time to be able to share some faith and fellowship with peers ahead of the start of a new week. For more information or questions, contact Debbie Kostowski. Now on to sports. It's getting for crunch time at the Duquesne women's soccer team. They can clinch a home playoff game next week by wrapping up the season with a win over LaSalle on Sunday. They beat St. Bonaventure last night 5-1 with a score tied at 1 early in the first half. The Dukes then outscored the Bonnies 4-0 the rest of the way. The game against LaSalle will be played at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Men's soccer is on the outside looking in regards to the A-10 playoffs with 2 contests left in the 2025 season. They trail Rhode Island by 1 point with Davidson and George Mason as the final 2 opponents. The match against the Wildcats is this Saturday in North Carolina at 7 p.m. The women's volleyball team will host Rhode Island tonight at 6 p.m. and then tomorrow at 1 p.m. Both games are free, so make sure to go support your Dukes. They're only half a game behind Davidson for the final A-10 playoff spot with 8 matches left in the season. The men and women's basketball team hosted their annual tip-off event last night. Our fans got a look at the new Duquesne squads and got autographs from them as well. The men's team will be going against Virginia Tech today, playing a tune-up game at 2 p.m. They open on November 3rd versus Niagara. On the other hand, the women's team will also be opening at home against St. Francis. And finally, the men's football team dominated Mercyhurst on Saturday for all 4 quarters to a dominant 37-0 win. The Dukes ran for 356 rushing yards, the most in a contest since 2021. They go up against Staten Island tomorrow to take on Wagner. The Dukes sit atop the NEC, tied with Central Connecticut. And given that the Dukes will play them in 2 weeks from now, they control their own destiny to snag an automatic bid to the FCS playoffs.
First, Duquesne is hosting its 20th annual turkey drive, held on Thanksgiving Day, a festive occasion for families in need. Your donation will help us reach our goal of providing turkeys for 200 families. The student organization that donates the most money will win $200. It only costs $30 to sponsor a family. Donations can be made at the center located at 302 Student Union. For more information, call 412-396-1117. In 2023, 12,429 people were killed in alcohol-impaired driving crashes, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. That equates to 1 death every 42 minutes. DU Cares, along with the Department of Public Safety, hosted an event where golf carts drove around through obstacles with drunk goggles to show the dangers of driving impaired. Reporters Rebecca Joswiak and Josh Imhoff went on learning how challenging this truly is.
As kids, we're all told the dangers of drunk driving. But still, the CDC says that about 1 million DUI arrests are made in the United States each year. This week, DU Cares and the Department of Public Safety wanted to remind students of these serious dangers in a lighthearted way. Me and my fellow Duke editors decided to take on the challenge.
Now we're going to try it with the drunk goggles. For an 125-pound female, this is what 4 drinks would be. We'll see what this is like for me. All right, I have no idea where these cones are at. All right, we hit something. Put it in reverse. I've never been this drunk before in my life. This is a lot harder than it looks. I think I got it. All right, we're doing pretty good. I think we got the hang of it. This is what it used to feel like driving with my granny, except I would be in the back seat, scared for my life. Yes, I could not drive like this.
All right, so how did DU Cares get the idea for this event? Well, I used to work with a lot of people who've had DUIs and some vehicular homicides and manslaughter, and those are all preventable deaths. And so one of the things I really want is for people to be aware of how dangerous it can be. Now, the drunk goggles it's not like being drunk because it doesn't affect your muscles or your judgment. It just affects your depth perception and peripheral vision. And that's the big difference when you're driving.
I mean, it is spooky season. Join Duquesne Program Council on Saturday, October 25th from 2:30 to 11 p.m. for a spooky night of thrills at Kennywood Fright Night. Kennywood's signature spooky season event lets you do Halloween or annoy depending on the time of day. Come early for family-friend fun, including festivities, food, and unique autumn atmosphere. Plus, enjoy your favorite coasters and rides during the day. Then, when the sun goes down, the Phantom takes screams to the extreme with 6 haunted houses and 4 scare zones. Tickets are $15 each, available at the Center for Student Involvement on 3rd floor of the Student Union. When you purchase your ticket, you will receive a voucher. Bring it with you to the bus and on event day to exchange for your physical ticket. Don't miss out on this haunted adventure. Spots are limited.
Well, speaking of fright season, do you think that Duquesne is haunted? Well, if you do, then join Duquesne University Police and the Student Paranormal Society in an evening of spooky stories. There will be light refreshments and trivia with prizes. The event will take place on Tuesday, October 28th from 7 to 10 p.m. and the starting location for this event will be the Duquesne University Police Department. Don't forget, everybody, DSTV and DSR, Duquesne Student Radio, will be hosting their 4th annual spooky streaming with games, jokes, videos, and more. It'll be running live from 7 to 10 p.m. on Tuesday, October 28th, so be sure to tune in for a night of frights and fun. That's it from us this week. I'm Nick Fernbaugh.
And I'm Leo Martinez-Valerio.
And thank you for tuning in for Duke News. We'll see you next week.